Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody. Welcome to the Treasure Trove. I'm one of your hosts. I'm Santa Claus from the North Pole, filling in for the skipper. And my good friend Dale, he's also wandered off. Apparently, elves like watching football. Today's going to be a rather quiet day. Anybody wants to chit chat with me, I put the link in the stream. But I've been mulling over a few things here, getting ready for the holiday season. I know the Americans, my U.S. friends, are preparing for the American Thanksgiving up here in Canada. As many of you know, we've had our Thanksgiving back in October. Now, be polite now, Taffy. Good to see you in the chat. What's a fouling yaki? No idea. So I've been rather busy here today, getting things ready for the upcoming season. Even Santa has got to do a little bit of laundry. One of the things that a lot of people don't know, since I happen to like coin collecting, is that I do laundry and I handle my coins using the similar white gloves that I wear during the holiday season when I'm sleigh riding. But I denote the difference by a blue line. Those are my coin gloves, so I can tell the difference. They've all got laundered today. Rebecca's in the house. Welcome, Rebecca. Yes, you be blessed as well, too, my dear. Ah. Our European friends, Rebecca, are into the apparently a major football championship over there. Well, I actually had to do a delivery today. I helped out a friend at West Edmonton Mall with the local coin show that they had. They had a coin exchange with the Royal Canadian Mint, and some of his items got mixed in with Santa's, and I ended up with about $2,000 worth of beautiful collector cards. I'm going, what are these doing here? So I had to fly my sleigh back down to the mall and drop them off, and he was quite happy to get his stock back. Oh, it's Wales versus the United States. So does that mean that one side of the field is playing soccer and the other side's playing English football? I often wondered about that. AR Guns, hello. I wonder how many of you out there have done the same thing as me. You end up with all these little pots and drawers and cubby holes. They've got items tucked away in it that you haven't sorted out and cataloged yet. Hello, Christopher Ties in the house. The more I look, the more I realize. Got a lot. Some of them are rather unique. I haven't looked at some of this stuff in many moons. As a collector, I guess that I would also be an accumulator. My goodness, what kind of crazy things do I have here? Ho, 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 ho. I don't know how many people would want to collect these, but Toronto parking enforcement? I think a lot of people would like to burn these. Not a popular trade. What else we got in this bag? My goodness, some of these are real nice little treasures. As through metal detecting and rummaging through different garage sales and whatnot, come up with all kinds of interesting things. Found this. It's apparently it's for a moose lodge. Any of you remember the moose? Pretty sure those are just non-precious stones. Oh, no problem there, Elf. Oh my goodness, look at this stuff. I got what appears to be a piece of pewter. From the Corps of Commissionaires. Interesting organization. This is the Canadian version. The Corps of Commissionaires was actually started in the UK after the Crimean War because there were so many disabled veterans wandering the streets in Great Britain that some enlightened individual thought it was a great idea to put them back in uniform despite missing arms and legs and whatnot, and gave them jobs as access points for different public buildings, and that was the as they say, priming the pump to get the organization, the Commissionaires, started, and it has over the years spread out across the Commonwealth and can be found in Canada, Great Britain, and of course Australia and New Zealand. Don't know if I don't know what I call this. Let's say it's pewter. It could be denoted as that'd be a challenge coin. I don't know what you'd call that. Very interesting piece. Nice to see kin of mine in the house and Madwood barbecue. Oh, yeah. Shouldn't be thinking of food right now with all the foodstuffs that you guys are going to be eating down in the U.S. Those of you into militaria, there's the Royal Canadian Regiment, worn on the uniform, I believe on the epaulet. Don't know if they still wear those or not, but that's quite old. Back in the 1960s, the British Scout movement fractured because they had decided to change the program, and you had a number of people who wanted to maintain the traditional style scouting, and the newer version was they were called the World Order Scout Movement. They wanted to remain with them, and the ones that wanted traditional broke away and actually became part of the World Federation of Independent Scouts, a traditional scout movement, and they kept the original style badges and stuff that the British Scouts had actually done away with. And I happen to have a few pieces here. This is one of the membership badges they had for the Baden-Powell Scouts, which is kind of a cool piece. Again, worn on the uniform. That's very similar to the early 60s and before, that you'd find throughout the Commonwealth. All kinds of nifty little things. What have I got? This, I feel like Mr. Green Jeans going through some of this stuff. Oh, there we go. And there's the World Federation of Independent Scouts, which is not the World Order of the Scout Movement. It's completely different. Very, very interesting things. Yeah. And in the mid-90s, the BP Scouts tried to start up in Canada, but they ended up going to court with Scouts Canada over an allegation of confusion that Scouts Canada did not want the Baden-Powell Scouts to be called Scouts. So they changed the name from Baden-Powell Scouts Association to BPSA. We all know what it meant. And eventually it became, actually it's changed from that too. So those are rather rare badges. You can't get a hold of those anymore. My goodness, the things I have. And of course, in the 1960s, when they had the split with scouting, the normal scouts from the traditional, the Rover Scouts, which is the adult section, they used to wear red shoulder boards. But the Baden-Powell Scouts, they decided to go with green shoulder boards. And that's what they wore up here, which is kind of neat. Hello, 717 Detector. Nice to see you. Oh my goodness. How about bags full of uniform buttons? I know some people out there actually collect these things. I got some really unusual ones in there. My goodness. I believe in Canada, the regiments, if you don't belong to a regiment, you have a standard Canadian Forces button. And that's what's typically worn on the regular uniform. They call the DEUs now instead of the CFs. I'm not even sure what DEU stands for, but it's called DEU. And once they go to a regiment or for instance, this here is for the logistics branch. They actually change. You can see that all right. My goodness. So I've got bags, and I'm sure everybody here has these bags. Well, what am I going to do with this stuff? I've collected it over the years, and I'm not even sure exactly what to do with it all anymore. Sort it out, put it into this. I do displays. We just had the Remembrance Day here on November 11th. Veterans Day, I guess, in Canada. I haven't put this away yet, but Those are lovely. These packages, and I do like the way Canada does their coinage. Very nice. And of course, they give the information on the inside, what it's all about. Oh, we got someone popping up here, and I bet you it is. Well, hello there. England Elf World Cup. Oh, good grief. Oh my goodness.
Give me a second.
One. Okay, that wasn't, I guess that wasn't too fast. Okay. Yeah, they're a lot of the areas around the UK, like the Ballywick of Jersey, whatnot, they put out some of the nicest coins I've ever seen. Yeah, that's a beauty.
Sorry about that, Santa. Hello, everybody.
You're forgiven.
I couldn't find the control-y thingy to mute the TV because just been watching footy.
The controlling thing. The controlling thing.
Yeah. Thank you all. Yeah. It is freezing cold here.
I started reading my book again.
Oh yeah.
And it went empty on me.
There you go. Throw some magic out. Dust.
Oh, I got words now.
No, pictures.
You want pictures?
Yay, that's better.
Got better. That's good. Glad.
I will. If you've not watched the football yet, then I don't know where you've been. Well, they play on Friday. You're playing Belgium.
I am.
Yeah, and England beat Iran today 6-2. And of course, USA just drew with Wales 1-1.
So did Iran play against I Walked?
No, I watch played against Samson. Iran played against I Stopped.
Oh, good grief.
So how is everybody in the chat? JJ, Money Maniacs. Oh, I haven't seen Money Maniacs for ages. Christopher Ty and Taffy Coins announced Madware Barbecue, BC Treasure Trails. Ooh, thank you.
Taffy's been going on about some Welsh team that they got in there.
Oh, you're on about Gareth Bale FC? Rebecca! Yeah, Gareth Bale FC. That's all they focused on, is just Gareth Bale. Everything was about Gareth Bale. And yes, he scored a penalty. But anyway, we got USA next on Friday. So who do you reckon is going to win? Is it going to be England?
I don't know. I didn't even know they were playing.
It's the World Cup. It's the biggest competition.
You do understand that this is my busiest season. I haven't been able to take my head out of the workshop.
Well, it's normally played in the summer, and because it's in Qatar, it's like playing in a volcano. So, um,
They're playing it in a guitar.
yeah, very musical.
They're just stringing. They're just stringing you along. Then.
They are, they are. They said it was going to be a violin, but we found out it was a guitar.
Well, that explains why you're so plucky.
Yeah. You know, hey, don't go around playing my chords, son. All right.
Oh. Okay, we got to keep things in tune now.
Okie dokie. We'll do that. Let's keep it.
We might upset Mrs. Elf.
Oh, she's all right. She knows what's going on, dear. No, so she's like,
I don't know. No, she's too busy. She's too busy looking at. I'm trying to figure out what it was. I think it was a soap sponge, but I'm not sure. And I sat and stared at that thing for half an hour, going, "Is it going to do something?"
Didn't you see it doing anything?
I fell asleep.
She goes to me, because I was watching football. She goes, "What can I do for a live stream?" I was like, "What?" She goes, "I want to do something for a live stream." So I went and got a bowl somewhere, and I put some frigging shower gel in the bowl and filled it up. And I goes, "Yeah, I'll add some bubbles to play with." And she kept
That's
going,
what that was. I go, what is that?
Because I keep her quiet. So yeah, she played with bubbles.
It goes to show you something on YouTube, and you see something that doesn't really click, as in what is it, and you're mesmerized, and you're like a dog looking for something, waiting for a fly going by, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
What, is a bubble gonna pop? What's it gonna do?
But the funny thing was, she goes, "I'm going to every like 10 minutes. Just, I'm going to play with my bubbles," and then she kept going up and down. I was like this, going, and then she goes, "Oh no, I'm going to sit over there and play with bubbles."
Tiny bubbles.
I'm CR Gold. How's it going, my friend? And who else is there today? John Jacobs, Taffy Coins. I got your mail through, Taffy. Thank you so much, my friend. I haven't done the video of it yet, so it's still in the envelope. So I will be doing a mail call for you, my friend. I was out all day yesterday. Yeah, it was just I was out all day, wasn't it? And then I decided just like, because I walked out, and obviously I'm in a lot of pain when I walk at the moment. So I got back and I just like trying to watch the football, and then set fit, and I just fell asleep. I just, because I took so much painkillers. Man,
I had one person notify me that, hey, I sent you a package, and they sent it back. So they sent me a picture of it, and the address was correct. Even had the stamp of my local post office, and they sent it all the way back to Europe. And I'm going, why would they do that? I'm in that post office all the time. What? So they've graciously decided to send it back again. I'm like, oh my goodness gracious, what is wrong with their postal system?
But I just don't people think that they know it's you. You go in there all the time, and you obviously know these people.
Oh yeah,
and they just do it anyway. They just do it anyway. And of course, if it's us, yeah. The woman just, if it's say sent back, they'll just whack it straight back into the post again. They won't put any more charge on it because it's already been paid for. So But yeah, it's. Do you want this on?
I was expecting to hear "ow."
No, I'm a good shot. Yeah.
It looks like Silver Knight Kyle's going to be sending
Cameras
medals over
back on
to
and
Kathy.
up and running. We've got a batch of World War I British medals. I'm working on getting. I'm figuring that out. Yeah. Well, that's pretty cool. Kidderman has had problems with the internet. Neil's here. Hello, everyone, he says. I have been writing comments to people, by the way, and I'm not sure if anybody else has had the same problems. I can write to people on their videos, but I have been issues when I write comments out on my one, it deletes. So I've got triangles all over my YouTube. I don't know if anybody else has the same problem. It's just full of triangles everywhere. I'll try and find you some. I took a picture of it the other day. That's the wrong one. It's got to be in there. Yeah, got these type of triangles all over my YouTube.
Oh, that's odd.
And then another one. And I've been writing messages out and they've been deleted. I know I've been behind. Now I'm even further behind. So the ones I've written out tonight have probably disappeared. But I spoke to YouTube and they're looking into it. They're looking for a YouTube internal specialist. The state of the Pennsylvania has a separate section in the Treasury Department Unclaimed Property Division for wall decorations. Oh, that's pretty interesting to actually know.
See, now that's why I'm an advocate of medals being awarded should have the inscription on the edge. They should have their serial number and the person's name on the edge of their coins or their medals. You know, the only one I have is my Canada decoration. I've got that has my name and rank, actually name, rank, and serial number on the side. None of the other ones do. So if you ever the set lost, or was in a family and disappeared and ended up in a rummage sale somewhere without a name on it, you pretty well can't track it. And that's sad. Yeah. But it's nice when you've got the name on it to go with it. Because the real history, isn't just the medal. It's the story behind the medal.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, even any medal anywhere should have some kind of rank. Even the regiment rank, surname. Well, not necessary, but your serial number is your identity anyway, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that says everything about the medal then. So, yep. So if you want to look at the history, you can probably go on to some military history, no matter in the world, look at and say when it was decorated, who it was decorated to, and who by and what for, and then I think it's a much better system. Yeah, the Medal of Honor recipients, isn't it? They do that for.
Mm-hmm. I had the occasion to go into the Alberta Museum, the Royal Alberta Museum here, and they took me downstairs to their storage area, which is, by the way, 10 times bigger than the whole museum. There's way more tucked away than there is that they display.
Oh, yeah.
Right, way more. But what shocked me is upstairs, they virtually had no display of the military. Yet you go downstairs, you name it, they have it.
Mm.
They literally had, if you talk about medals, they had complete racks in trays, in giant file cabinets. Must have been 40 deep of these things. Just tremendous, hundreds, literally thousands of people who passed away and their families donated their medals to the museum. But they're tucked away like they're in a tomb.
Yeah.
You never see it. And I so dislike that. Even though I'm a firm believer in rotation of exhibits, they should get some of this stuff out. Things like, okay, they no longer allow the exhibit of weaponry in our Canadian museum, like the Royal Alberta Museum. They're not allowed to do that anymore. You won't see it. There's a law, you're not allowed to bring them out. So what do they have? They have enough weaponry down there to start World War III, and it's tucked in the museum, like racks and racks dating back to the Napoleonic days, even before then. Complete uniforms, pristine. You have to wear a white outfit, no contaminations going on. And
I get that. But even if they was to like do one uniform of, obviously there's millions of uniforms going through the ages, even if they had just one uniform every 50 years, so you can see how it progressed. Because even there's a great video on YouTube, and it's called it's Uniforms Through the Eras, and this guy dresses up and he puts an authentic authentic Civil War South uniform on, a Confederate uniform,
right?
And then they go from what it was like from what battalion they came from, what regiment, and that'll be on that one video. Then they'll do another series with the Union Army, and that how it progressed, and there's another one where they done the British paratroopers, from when it started and how it progressed throughout the war. Even the Germans, the Austrians, even up to today's uniforms, so it looked like from then till today. It's really interesting to see the different.
Very interesting. Silver Knight Kyle's put out some stuff there that is quite interesting too. In the U.S., they only do that with the Medal of Honor. That's the writing on the side of the medal. They get separate certificates for all the lower medals with all the info. They don't do that here. I wish they did, but they don't do that here in Canada.
Oh yeah, Neil, just want to show.
Oh yeah, of course, Neil.
He's not given the full story on that, by the way. It's a pretty interesting coin, so it's worth looking. I ain't going to say anything, but yeah.
Very interesting. Very interesting. I'm still playing with a lot of the ones you sent me.
Me?
Yeah. You and others. Like, I'm really happy to have gotten that one.
Oh yeah, that's pretty neat.
I mean, it's Cupro nickel, but hey, it's very cool. Yeah,
I saw your video of your granddaughter on the.
Oh, that was so funny.
Yeah. Kyle sent you that, not me.
Yeah, no, that's right. It was Kyle that sent me these ones.
And Kyle, I got some coins I need to send you anyway. So yeah, I saw that I saw that video. I saw that let's recap. I'm saying yes to Neil, because we're across wires here, and Kyle sent you that coin, and then Neil said, "Yep, that's this coin." I saw it last week, so it's actually pretty neat. And just to recap, not over looking at this. But yeah, tappy coins, it means you.
Yes, I know that. And did I tell you that one of my taskings on December 7th is I have to go to a senior's home, and I'm kind of fretting because Mrs. C realizes that there's going to be a lot of these senior ladies that are going to want to sit on my lap, and that's got me kind of concerned. Kind of freaked out.
It can be arranged.
No, the worst part is what if they're wearing Depends?
You know, I'm going to say it online. Yeah, yeah. So I think that's the risk you have to take, Santa. You know.
I'm gonna try to get them to sit next to me, but that's going to be interesting. She does dress up as Mrs. Claus, but in her own style. She has a naughty nice shirt that she likes wearing. Elizabeth's always ooh. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Yeah. Especially since they're country ladies. You know, country ladies. Yeah, it's a 2.5 hour drive to get there.
Neil goes, Neil says he wants to become Santa. He wants to become Santa, but they need to be a little younger.
Well, you know what? Most of the time, those that come visit me are a lot younger. Believe me.
But it's the little old ladies you got to watch out for.
That's right. That's right. This is my first seniors residence I've done. I've done lots of community visits, and children range. They range anywhere from 3-4 years old to 12 or 13, around there. Haven't had many teenagers, the odd one. But you start getting 60, 70, 80, 90, oh boy.
Yeah, they're the experienced. So. Santa's going to have to put him in a cage.
Well, ladies, you're hanging out with a guy from your generation. How does it feel?
Oh, lovely. They're going to say, ooh. You're going to have to draw a lot of tickets. Now serving 1.
Well,
now serving.
If they start saying, I wish I wish I met when you were younger, eh? I wish I met you when you were younger, and I'll just look at them and go, yeah, but I'm twice the man I used to be.
Trust me, you are going to be the choice you want to be. Papaji says, bring Dad along. Okay, I'll go because I'll do a live stream. Santa before, Santa after.
And then there's the other visit I got to look forward to is the optometrist commercial that I'm doing.
Oh yeah.
And I'm going to try to convince them to get me in for some round glasses instead of these ones here. See if they can get me into something that's a little bit more stylish. So I'm styling.
What you want to do is take a couple of maple leaves if you and get some etched maple leaves inside.
Oh, good. You would say that. I'm surprised you didn't do. It would be really creepy. Do the Union Jack on there.
Well, you can have the Canadian flag. That'd be pretty neat.
That's the maple leaf.
But you can have 3 sections.
Yeah. Okay, we can have the bifocal and trifocal on the side. That would work over really well.
Yeah.
Oy vey. Oh my god.
Coke and peanuts. Neil, I have to ask. No, let me ask the question. Where has this come from?
It's me, Andrew. It was just stupid.
Because I know a little bit of history about this Coke and peanuts. Because with the Coke and peanuts, because they obviously with the workers, they didn't want to get their nuts dirty, so they drink the Coke and then put the notes back into the glass bottle, and that way they wouldn't get, and then they'll drink the nuts out the Coke bottle. So I don't think it was actually having the Coke and peanuts together, because I'm pretty sure I used to do that as a kid.
Just a stupid challenge.
I know it's a silly challenge.
I actually
just join us if you want to chat.
What if the person who set the challenge?
Right. Okay. I'm. Okay. The person is not in the stream to ask. So I'm asking Neil because he's the only one who's done it so far in the stream.
No, he's not. Loads of people have done it.
So
just remember the able and disabled there on Sir Gold.
Hang on a minute. Miss Seven Bell's not in the stream. Like Mojo Wolf's not in the stream. Whoever that lady you said is not in the stream.
No, but one person
who's done it.
Better behave is Kathy's Corner is in the stream.
Well, Mojo said he has done it years ago. Okay. Kathy!
I remember going down. Now, that was back when I was a little naughty. Going down, there's the little Italian girls down the block. There's about 4 or 5 in the one family. And I remember giving them Mentos to put into their Coke.
Have a blast.
And it was hilarious because I just finished feeding them doggy candies. They didn't like those. Yeah. They got their revenge. I won't say what.
That's another big trend. Was the Coke and Mentos. But yeah, it's been going for a long time. Just no one's ever filmed it. Hi boys, Omnivox, karaoke and gaming, just playing games right now. And yeah, they say it's a redneck, whatever that is. Redneck Gatorade, it's an old thing.
We're talking flavored drink. You know, I miss. There's certain drinks I really miss. I miss Chocola.
Yeah, that sounds grim.
It was pretty grim. It was like chocolate milk, but it was instead of milk, water.
Oh man, no.
It didn't last very long.
I'm not surprised. Just trying to think. There used to be we used to have a soda stream which didn't last very long either. And there was one flavour I did actually like, and it was called Space Aid. But it was just basically blueberry flavour. But it was really, really nice.
Ooh, that does sound good. I love blueberry. Yeah, another drink that I can't get up here that I really miss is Werner's. Oh, Werner's is probably one of the most delicious ginger ales I've ever drank.
Oh. was getting excited. And I was thinking in my head, this sounds quite cool, but I hope it's not a ginger ale. I hope it's not a ginger ale. You turned it into ginger ale.
Yeah, and
Ties
but
are still going.
But it's done in oak casks.
Oh, is it? Oh, so it's like original stuff then.
Oh, much better.
My dad's favourite drink. He drank all sorts of ginger ale.
Ginger beer is one of my favorites.
Cream soda.
Cream of Spoda.
Cream soda is lovely. Cream soda with vanilla ice cream in it. Love it.
Oh, that's tremendous.
Yeah, vanilla ice cream, absolutely beautiful. And a Coke. I'll tell you what I do like going out and getting is a Coke float.
My goodness, we're talking floats and milkshakes. I miss the days when you can go into a dairy bar and sit down and get a handmade bulk ice cream milkshake, where they not only gave you the big tall glass and the straw in it, and the whipped cream and the whole 9 yards, but you also got the metal container with it. So when you finished it, you had more to pour in.
Oh.
And it was amazing stuff. I think the only place made it, Johnny Rockets actually comes close. It's probably the closest you get now. Dandelion and burdock is a favorite in this house.
Yeah, I love dandelion and burdock. To me, it's just like licorice. I love it.
If I want to get on Mrs. C Good's side, make sure dandelion burdock's in the fridge. She'll be happy.
Okay, we'll bring a boatload over so we can never do no wrong.
Oh, we may have gotten rid of the British imports, but we now have the British pantry, and they have much better selection now.
I think still intention of doing yours at the moment, Neil, and then obviously got one to send to Sheldon, one to send to
Neil's a big uno.
And you, Skipper, for British stuff.
You're right.
Buying extra many, all that many. I mean, when you tell me how much that was costing, I was like,
"Oh,
what?
It's very expensive." My goodness.
Don't go wasting your money on that, man. That's just crazy.
Especially when you get a lot of the cans actually come with how many pounds they cost.
Yeah,
and they put a tag over top of it, and you're like, "Whoa!"
That wouldn't be allowed here. That would not be allowed here. That would be against the law here. Even if when a lot of the stores, like the little shops, little corner shops, what they do, they go out and they buy it. They buy a big packet, like a box of 18 cans, and then they take it back to their stores and they sell them separately. But now the Coke companies put not to be sold separately, but they still put a price on it. And you say you're not allowed to sell these because they obviously already bought them. They've already made a normal purchase. They haven't got them from the wholesalers, which they're supposed to have done.
Right.
And when the cost of living went up a bit more, a lot of it's come down now, but they were taking off. You get 2 cans for £1. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They were actually putting like £1.5 on their own tickets on the can, and they were going like £2.10, weren't they, for 2 cans, right? For argument's sake, like whatever shop you went in, and they say no, it's actually 50p for 2. They say no. I say no, it's 50p for 2, because it has to be sold as what it is written on the tin. The RRP price, it says what? Do you know that? Do you know when you show me those mushy peas?
Mm-hmm.
And it add RRP.
Right.
That's the retail recommended price, so it should not go over that price. It's anything below that price, because that's only a recommended price, not the actual price.
Mellow yellow.
Mellow yellow. We're not an oil.
Mellow yellow.
Yellow, quite right.
Mellow yellow.
No mellow birds.
A mellow bird's custard. There's mellow bird's custard, mellow bird's coffee. I think mellow birds and all sorts of stuff, aren't they? Squirt soda, grapefruit tasting.
Ew. You've lost me now. Grapefruit? Ugh.
I'll tell you what is good. After anaesthetic. Yeah, there's two things that I love after anaesthetic. And that is Starburst. I eat a bunch of Starburst to get your juices flowing. Then grapefruit to wake you up to even more to go, once you've had that, you're fine. If you can keep grapefruit down, you're good. I have a bowl of squirt in my fridge. Oh.
That sounds interesting. You'll be telling everyone.
I have a squirt in the house now to mix my highball.
I had a power surge.
You had a power surge?
Yeah, everything got shut down. That was so weird.
Oh.
Fortunately, this is on. But I've lost Wi-Fi.
Highball. What's highball? I'll tell you what I used to like. It was a cheap cola. It was called Roller Cola.
Roller Cola, you're the one.
When I was training martial arts, all I drank was grapefruit juice.
Oh, that'll burn the calories off you.
I can't find 50-50. What's 50-50?
50-50, no hyphen to Tel Aviv.
Highball is mixed drinks. So is that like a cordial then?
I haven't had a cordial in a long time.
Yeah, Roller Cola. Love Roller Cola. We used to get, I don't know if Taffy Coins or Christopher Ty remembers this. I know Zoe does. We used to get these Corona bottles, Corona, and they used to obviously do like your everyday flavors like cola and lemonade, orangeade, limeade, and all them. But there was another one called Alpine or Muck Alpine, and they used to do like your other flavors like pineapple aid and apple aid and those sort of flavors. They were so good. We used to look forward to every Sunday, and we used to run around as kids, young kids, looking for the tops to, not the bottles, but the tops to take back. Like 2 pence on it, 5 pence on it. The occasional, if you're lucky enough to get 10 pence on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 5p deposit for the bottle. All we had to do was find the top. Yeah. You can get the ones off the milkman, like the orange juices. I mean, we're having a milkman soon, aren't we? We're setting up a milkman now, so that'll be pretty cool. I don't even know what Roller Cola is. Would I say it's before my time? Well, yeah, it is before. Roller Cola is actually American cola. You can tell it was kind of cheaper than normal Coca-Cola, but it was drinkable. You probably get about 3 litres of it for about 5p. But it lasted, you knew you lasted. So what Coca-Cola at the time, Neil, as you may have known, it was like really expensive. So we all used to chip in and buy Roller Cola, and then it used to be split amongst all of us. But I love the old chocolate bars from days gone by, innit? Bar of Six, Golden Cup, Texan Bar. Texan Bar was my favourite. Yeah, Texan Bar. Hey, Nicole. Texan Bar. I love whiskey sours when I still drank. No. Well, soft drinks is another brand I haven't seen for many years. Fanta is pretty popular in the States as much as in Europe.
Okay, internet's reconnected.
Fanta is okay. I used to like. I don't know whether it went off shelf for a while, but Lilt. I don't know if anybody remembers Lilt. Here comes the Lilt man. Pineapple and lemon drink. That was lovely. They brought that back now. Obviously, Christopher Side said Tizer, Iron Brew. Tizer to me tasted like fizzy toffee. Suck chips.
I think I'd like a nice mulled wine.
You do, didn't you?
No.
Gingerbread mulled wine they got down our shop. Zoe just said.
Gingerbread mulled wine? That would be different. Yeah. Have taste of ginger and nutmeg.
I don't know if I'll try that, to be honest.
No, definitely.
No,
That'd be very, very going.
Stomach of thinking Starbucks ginger, whatever it was. Yeah, a little 7-Up, still popular. Sprite, still popular, obviously.
Does anybody drink wassail anymore over there?
What's that?
Wassail. When we go wassailing. Wassail is a drink. It's similar to a mulled wine, but it's made with cider instead of wine.
Oh, did you mention that the other day?
I did.
That's probably why.
That used to be very popular.
And it went when you didn't bother drinking it anymore. No, I eat waffles, says Dibbin.
When we go you would have to roll out of the house if you waffled at every house you went to.
Waffles and bacon.
Jason made an interesting meal the other day.
Have to check that out.
I can't remember what he called it, but it was so different that I have not forgotten what it is. I think it was called stall or something like that. This like a cross between a bread pudding and a pizza. Did she just go bleh?
No, she went Oh yeah.
Yummy.
I mean, yeah, he did use cream, and he used a little mayo, and he coated the panini style bread and let it soak.
Strada.
But he also added paprika and an onion seasoning, so it was savory. It wasn't sweet at all. And he let that soak, and then he put on a layer of bacon and ham and shredded cheese, and baked it in the oven.
Cool. Do you know what? I'll watch that later. What did you call it?
I think it was called stall. Started with an S.
Strada.
Strada. That's it. Strada. That's it.
That looks good, man.
Yeah, it does. I look at the.
Savory strada.
It's Estrada.
Estrada.
Eric Estrada.
That's breakfast food. Strada.
Papa G says soaked in baking grease. Baking grease. Oh, my German salad. Oh, the best salad on the planet. Nobody can beat it. Nobody.
You're gonna have to show us this.
A hot German salad is one of those salads you can eat once a year unless you want to clog your arteries. It is the most delicious. And I can tell you right now, when you start eating it, you can't stop. And I've seen myself take a whole head of iceberg lettuce and eat the whole thing. You take a pound of bacon and fry it up. Remove the bacon. You remove the bacon from the fat, so it's still in the pan hot.
Yeah.
You take that ice cold iceberg lettuce and rip it apart, and you throw it in a big bowl. And in that hot bacon fat, you pour in your vinegar. So the vinegar and the bacon fat's your oil and vinegar.
Yeah.
You put that over top of your iceberg lettuce, and then take all your bacon bits and throw them all over top, and that's it. That's your hot German salad. It is the most delicious thing I've ever eaten. And you can't stop. It's like your arteries are starting to go. But the best. Oh, anybody who likes bacon will love that dish.
You've brought everybody in now. They're going, oh, so good. You're making everybody hungry now. Our treasured home. I'm so not a German potato salad then.
Papa G, you don't even notice the lettuce, man. You put that hot oil and vinegar on there. That's it. It's cooked. It's like and it takes on the flavor of the bacon. It's like, oh, God's gift.
The lettuce. Did anybody watch Zoe's what she had for dinner last week?
It's a little late for that now, isn't it?
No, she does the videos, right?
The videos. Oh, okay.
And did you see the one with the with the baguettes and salad? She goes baguettes and side salad. Well, I think she forgot the side salad because me, Steve, and Lauren was laughing. It had this big. It looks like a big, giant, huge baguette. And we're looking for the salad. It's like this little bit of salad. But we didn't realise she's going to put it on afterwards. No, it's just like this little tiny... I will get to the video and I'll show you. It makes more sense than me explaining something because I'm not very good at explaining anything.
Little bit of salad, please. Looks like she picked it from the garden. A bit of grass from the garden. Yeah, but I'll put it on after.
Well, we know that, but we had to spend nearly 40 hours laughing our socks off first. And right.
Buddy out there.
Right, this is chicken and soup with bread. Right.
I finally spotted you.
I may spot it.
To the...
I've been upstairs sorting comic books while I listen to you guys, and I thought, nope, I can jump on with my Death Note and talk about food. Yum, food.
I am, for the first time in half a century, I do not have to make Christmas dinner.
There's the video. Right? I'll come up to it now. Ready? That's fish fingers, chips, and beans. Yeah.
And that's holiday festive. How?
Fish fingers is probably got the most interesting story behind them ever. Because after World War II, the UK went nuts for fish fingers.
So what's the backstory to fish fingers?
It's simple. After World War, or at the end of World War II, of course, food was at a premium in the UK. A lot of home gardens and whatnot going on,
Look.
and getting stuff in was really tough. Well, they discovered a way of processing fish to mass produce it to the public because they were hungry.
I didn't know fish.
And suddenly, instead of regular fish and chips and stuff, fish fingers hit the market, and it hit across not only Britain but the US and Canada, all over the place. And it became the go-to meal.
Yeah.
Especially in Britain. So they ate fish fingers like you would not believe.
Still do.
I don't know. These pizza baguettes are killing me. I'm not even hungry, and that's making me.
This is pizza baguette and
with side salad.
Yeah, with side salad.
Hold on, we'll make you big so we can see it. There you go.
Okay, are you ready? Ready?
Go ahead.
Right.
Go ahead.
Stephen, me. As a backstory, before I start, there's a backstory. Me, Zoe, and Steve was wetting ourselves with this. Right now, we're expecting something really cool. Ready? Pizza baguettes with side salad. You ready? There it is. Look at that.
You know what? There's a lot of people would go, yep, that's the right proportion of salad.
That's parsley.
So we paused that video and laughed our socks off because we thought we're looking for the side salad. Those baguettes must have been huge. Oh man, it's so funny. Yeah, she got it from the garden. And this is the fish I cooked the other day. And then she goes and dips blinking sauce in it. And look, lovely piece of fish, right? I cooked, yeah. And then look what she does. Look what she does.
What's your piece there for Skipper?
Right. I see, got a lovely piece of fish there, and then she puts this on it. Skipper, ready? Your favorite.
Oh no! No! Don't! Oh yuck!
Avocado fish.
Oh.
I told you it was bad, didn't I?
Okay, you know, not only with the mushy peas green, I've turned a little green too.
Yeah.
That was
mushy peas. Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And if you know anybody that's never tried them, it tastes like they're soaking in cornstarch.
Yeah, avocado would be good with fish, but
cornstarch. Cornstarch is. I don't know what they're soaked in. Oh, excuse me, they're soaked in. But man, they no.
They're soaked in Fremunda sauce.
Yeah, they're soaked in cement. I'd say you can build houses of that stuff.
What adorableness are we looking at here?
That's Mrs. Claus and Megan Claus.
Oh, that's sweet.
They must be
tiny. The size of the head. What size tree is that where the bulbs are as big as human heads?
Up north, we don't do anything small.
Well, I'm guessing not.
Apart from the people.
Are you saying we Northerners are small?
Well, it looks according to that tree you are.
Well, look at the size of Bumbles.
Yeah.
There's bubbles. They're not bubbles. They're lanterns.
I didn't say bubbles. I said bumbles.
Hey, Santa, can I put on a Depends and sit on your lap to get you some practice for this kind of week?
No. Okay, that was not cool.
Silver tea and Christopher. I love mushy peas. Oh no, 15 watch and tweet likes.
Mushy peas all
Son to Israel. Nick Mona.
I forgot to hit the like button before I came over here. Shame on me. I'll fix that later.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun going to West Edmonton Mall and watching the kids go up that space shot.
Oh,
yeah.
A couple of the girls that were on there with the grandkids, they'd never been to the big city, and this was their first experience on a larger ride. And honestly, there must be the dark humor in me, because to watch them, and it's like, okay, they may as well climb aboard the space shuttle. These kids, like, okay, they're going to be up for it. The G-force that went on that thing was phenomenal.
The dark humor in me, you bad Santa.
Oh, the screaming was incredible.
No, that was pretty cool though. I was expecting a lot more screaming, but they seem to be happy.
That's because they were screaming way up there, and you couldn't.
I'm surprised Megan didn't go on, or is she used to your humor?
No. She's not big on the high rides. Neither is Mrs. C.
You'd have gone on there, though, Skipper, wouldn't you?
Yeah, except I don't think you'd be able to lift me at the moment. Do you know there's nothing worse than getting on a ride and the operator goes, "I'm sorry, sir, but I can't get the rig to close around you. So without the safety bar, you can't go on it." I'm like,
if anybody's ever seen it, okay, obviously it's like a square and it shoots up the G-force. Okay, so your head's basically in your bottom, and but the thing is, if I sat on it, only 3 lots would go up and 1 lot would stay down. I'll probably have the same problem, Skipper. It's like,
mm-hmm.
There we go. I'll get a little festive.
If I sat on that thing, it'd probably gone.
Yeah, we've had to work a little bit in the workshop here too, because our green screen's not working with StreamYard anymore.
No.
As you can see, England Elf World Cup there's got he's not outside today, but I'm working on embellishing mine a little bit more, because right now we're open for business. Any children that families that want to have Santa talking to the children, I can do the videos now on the dedicated channel. So it would be really nice. You check on the Santa Claus North Pole Canada channel, and you look in the details. It'll tell you how to send the information. You just send the information to Santa Claus Great White North at gmail.com, and I just need their names, their first names, and some details about the kids to make it a little bit more magical for them. And all the videos are set so that you can't leave any comments, so they're troll proof, which is what we want.
Which is really good, actually. If you've never seen it, really impressive from last year. It's really, really cleverly done.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Next to the shed.
My 10-year-old grandson, who's pretty well convinced Papa knows everybody, I'd love to give you a call one day just to say hey to him and go, I dress up as Santa, but I know the real guy. Give you a call. He's like, yeah, I know Father Christmas. I got his phone number. So. Awesome.
Would love to do it. I'm surprised too. One of the things being part of the IRBBS and the Worldwide Brotherhood of Santas, a lot of the guys are actually charging fees to do the service online, and I won't do that. Anybody wants, especially in our community, I won't
I can't wrap
anybody.
my head around that.
What's that?
I can't wrap my head around that. How someone would.
Oh, they're even even the local Humane Society is charging $20 a photo to have Santa sit with their pet.
Wow.
Like, okay, use it as a fundraiser, but frankly, I can't do that.
I mean, if it's charitable, it makes sense, you know, if they're using that to fund like the shelter, okay.
Right,
but,
exactly.
You know, I mean, I get people's time and things like that to do it, but especially if you have a full-time job or something. I mean, if it's your job, I get funding to some degree, but yeah, to be Santa, it shouldn't cost anybody, you know.
No.
Or like, I never understood how photographs with Santa could ever be more than $5 a piece.
Oh my Lord, they're way more now.
Yeah, I never understand that.
You know, I do the multi-Santa thing with the photos too, and they not only you can't line up for them anymore, you have to book them online, so you get your photo session. They're like $65 a sitting. So, you know, granted that's Canadian, so whatever, you know, $30 US. I don't know what it is now.
I couldn't wear the suit and watch that kind of money roll through.
I don't see the money being exchanging hands. That's the only plus.
If it's going to like pay reasonable salaries to the people that are working, I get it.
Yeah, it's doing that.
Build out to charity, I get it. But yeah, just it shouldn't cost so much. But yeah.
Do you know what we saw last year? And I showed Santa this, if he remembers. Halfway through the year, obviously the filming is done at Christmas time, or around about November, December, January time. There is this guy who is one of the most sought after Santas. It's called Billionaire Babies, isn't it?
Oh, gosh, it's terrible.
Right, Billionaire Babies. So these billionaires in England had this Santa flown in by their own personal helicopter. And of course, they've already bought the presents, and they wrap them all up there, whatever they do. They brought this Santa in, and how much was he again? Was it like £20,000 an hour? £20,000 an hour. Do you remember this Santa? I showed you this guy.
Yeah.
His costume was something like he got from a pound store. It was the fakest beard you could. It was like fake beard, looked like cotton wool. Terrible. He had this. I don't know. I think my costume was probably better condition than his. £20,000, and they said, "Oh, he was a great Santa." He didn't even have a real laugh, did he? He was like, like that. 25. He stayed there for 4 hours. Man, talk about desperate measures, last minute bargain based Santas. But do you remember me showing you that clip?
I do, and it was embarrassing to see. It really was. First off, they may have money, but that chap took advantage of the people.
Yeah,
he really
big time.
did. That was an embarrassment.
Absolutely. Look, these people don't do research. That's the thing. They could have had a much better service with you online. People, who are in it professionally online, a much better experience than that guy flying that guy in from wherever he came from. I hope they made him walk back home, because I wouldn't have paid for that, no matter how much money I would have had.
Okay, I'm Sir Gold. Here's how I do it. First off, of course, Santa's kind of busy on Christmas Eve, so there's no way that I'm doing anything on Christmas Eve for anybody other than delivering, which is plenty. But what you do is you've got my email address. Again, Santa Claus Great White North @gmail.com. Go to Santa Claus North Pole Canada YouTube channel, and it gives you all the information there. Give me the names of your children or grandchildren, along with some details that I can use to add a little bit of Christmas magic to the video. I pre-make the video and give you the details. And if you want to show them the video on Christmas Eve, it's ready to go. You just log into the YouTube channel, look up the kids' names, boom, turn it on, and there's Santa talking to them. Then it's done. So I pre-do it all. Very easy. No one can leave any comments or anything on there. That's set for youth, so it's quite private. And I insist, no last names. Don't need them. Just need their first names and a few details to give them a little bit of Christmas magic, and that's it.
And what's good about it, they'd be watching it because obviously they know the Christmas list. They know what they've written. And when you start reading out some of the Christmas, they go, "Oh, that's for me. That's for me. I know. That's mine."
That would be great if the parents or grandparents have got some things for them that they've asked for. That makes it even more special because suddenly they're going, "Oh yeah, I've got your list here. Oh, you did this in school. Oh, okay. Oh, I can overlook that little misdemeanor. Whatever. You just make it so that it really comes across that they can see that Santa is there to watch over and see what's going on, but at the same rate, he's aware whether naughty or nice, and can ensure that he'll do the best he can to get what they've asked for.
It is really special,
and that's
really good.
I'll the number one keywords. I'll see what I can do.
Come here.
Yeah.
Come here. Come here, Bubby.
That's if I can make it.
Come on. Come here, be on TV. Come here. Come here.
Yeah, I'm Sir Gold. Just write down Santa Claus, North Pole, Canada. Go to that YouTube channel. All the details are there.
Oh, you want to get up here with me? You want to be on TV? Oh, kisses from the puppy. Oh, you want to be on the puppy TV? Look at the TV. Look at the TV, puppy.
Oh.
You should be puppy on TV. It's my last night with her.
Oh.
The kids got their fence built today.
Right.
So she goes back to her daddy tomorrow.
Oh, boy.
So we've had her for a couple of months while they were getting situated, getting things taken care of at their house. And they all got finished up today, and she's going to be so confused tomorrow.
They sure grow on you.
Tomorrow. Yeah. If I could physically handle a dog like this 24/7 year round, I'd do it. But I can't handle it. I wish I could. I really wish I could.
Yeah, my dog looking forward to getting out with me.
Oh, you spelt it with a C. Okay.
Yeah, and all the videos will be listed right down below with the children's first names. It'll be a piece of cake. Lots of room. None started on there yet. The ones I've done, I actually did live.
It's cool enough that I know Santa, but I still got bragging rights with everybody around now that I'm friends with Skipper and Quack too. So that's pretty heady bragging rights there too. So yeah, I was actually just talking about you guys on a live stream yesterday, and then a video call I got from up in Canada, and he was telling me about some things he'd come across, and I'm like, "Did you say World War I medals?" He said, "Yep." And I said, "All right, you need to pick those up. I'm gonna get those. I got somebody. He's in Wales, right? Kyle's up in Wales."
Yeah, Kyle's.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to figure out a way to get them medals and get them down to me and get them out to Wales, or get them from Canada and get them shipped out to Wales.
Yeah.
So. And we'll try and get the story that goes with them too, the family story and things like that.
That's awesome. Yeah, Kyle sent me one of the medals. It was the volunteer service medal from World War II, and the challenge was to match it up with a proper ribbon. So I managed to get the proper ribbon for it. And I'm not if I get a lot of them, I'll end up doing a display with them. Right now, they're tucked away in my vault.
Honestly, if he was interested, and my wife wouldn't beat my ass for letting it go, pardon my French. If he was interested, I'd give him my Gulf War medal.
Mm-hmm.
So, simple backstory to that is mine. So,
Well, you're great. You do what you want with them.
I mean, yeah, because my family gave me a little guff because it's like, how are you going to be buried with military honors when all your medals are already buried with other people? It's like, because I don't want buried in military honors. Cremate me and toss me off to the side, whatever, but I'm not losing any sleep. I don't have most of my original medals. And hell, even my Gulf War medal as a replacement medal for the one that I had a golden blazing one because we were in the first group that went through in Task Force Ripper, and they did those gaudy golden blazing ones, and then they tried to immediately stop those, but mine's buried in Livonia, Michigan. It's worth like $1,000, and I'm like, nope, you can have mine. Bury it with him. Bury it with him. Bury it with the family. I don't need it. I got shot at a couple days. We spent just under 6 months in the desert. It was miserable. I had a couple of bad days. Did nothing outstanding. If he collects military medals, and I know World War I's his wheelhouse, but like Taffy, if you're listening, if you want my Gulf War medal, if I track down those World War I medals, I'll send you that along with it, with a backstory to all of it, if I can help it.
Wow.
Pass it on to historians. I don't want my kids to glorify me and things like that. And there's no real mementos. Like my dad's stuff wound up in a box and my stuff, so I'm not terribly worried about them. My good conduct medal's up in Canada because my buddy, it just brings him to tears when it comes down to Veterans Day and Remembrance Days and things like that. And he just was so touched that I served. And I'm like, that's amazing. You feel that way, buddy, but come on, look at the light you're putting in the world. And he's always touched by my service, and, that I shrug off the medals that I had. And he's like, but you earned them so well. And I had my good conduct medal because that was one of the ones my other buddies had passed off theirs. So I still have my good conduct medal that hadn't been buried. So with my friend, I went online and printed off a sheet of someone's presentation of their good conduct medal, and I blanked out all the information, printed it, and then hand wrote about him. I'm presenting this to you for being a world mensch and a great human being from his birthday in perpetuity. I sent it up to him, and this big tough guy just dropping tears. Like, how could you, what? I'm like, that's why. That's me paying it forward, I got my nose clean for a few years in the Marine Corps. This is my way of saying you make the world a better place, and that's my way of saying thank you. And he put it up on a brag wall. I won't put mine up on a brag wall. He put it up on a brag wall. He's like, I earned that from my friend who served. And it's like, all right, then my medal's done a good thing. And like I said, if it goes on to Kyle and Kyle says, these are the medals, and here's this country in this war, and this country in this war, and here's the U.S. in the Gulf War. Well, there you go. Pass on some history. So, beautiful thing. Because if not, it's just going to sit in a box upstairs with me. So, Kyle's still in here. I haven't seen him for a minute.
Yeah, thank you for the offer. It's entirely up to you.
Thank you, Cap.
To me. What do you mean it's up to me, you silly man? I just gave you a full breakdown. Are you interested in the Gulf War medal from the veteran who had it, so you have the immediate story, or is that not your cup of tea? I mean, if it's not his cuppa, I get it, but it is.
No, this is actually your COA as well with it. So here's the video.
Yeah, our good conduct medals are referred to as Canada decorations.
Yeah.
We get them after 12 years. We call them 12 years of undetected crime.
Yeah, I couldn't believe I was getting handed medals for keeping my nose clean or doing a good job. I'm like, don't give me a medal for doing a good job. You know, when I did something exemplary, like my humanitarian service medals, well, of course, I did something for mankind.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take a medal.
The funniest thing, Kyle, I ever saw was in Fort Benning. We're on parade, and one of the guys in the 3rd Battalion, 7th Infantry, got a citation for being the best or the most proficient latrine orderly. I heard that when they called them up to give this thing. I said, I'd be running. That's embarrassing as hell.
I wouldn't take a medal. I turned down meritorious promotions. I tried to skirt away from medals. My first Navy Achievement Medal that I was supposed to get, I deflected it off to somebody else and asked that they get it, and they got it. And then 6 months later, they're like, you're getting it, and it's going to be for this, but we're going to call it for that. And I was like, okay, whatever. You know?
The only one that I really don't have a lot of pride in is what we call the CPSM. It's the Canadian Peacekeeper Service Medal. It's one of those ones where, okay, I've already gotten a decoration for that theater of operation. Why am I getting another one for the same thing? Right? Yeah. So it's one of those ones that's like a duplication.
Yeah, it's like
national. Why they did that?
Like that. Yeah, they just stack them. It's like overcompensation because in the previous wars, they didn't recognize things enough, especially in Vietnam. I think the thing happened when they brought us back in 92. I was just utterly ashamed. They're like, we're flying you up to Washington, D.C., and we're having a parade. And I was embarrassed. I'm like, why? Why? You know, for starters, they rolled us in and went, all right, we're here. All right, we're done. Before the job was done, they pulled us out. So when they pulled our buses up, they picked us up in these big Trailways buses from the airport in D.C. and took us to the parade route. And there's just this line of old vets coming out of the VA hospital, you know, those old grubby dudes with their old hats on, and they're so proud of their service. We got off that bus, did a beeline straight to them, and went, guys, I don't care what anybody says. Come inside this fenced off area, come in here, walk down this, and soak up this adulation, because what we did was straight BS. You know, we had a few bad days. We're getting rewarded for 6 months of a handful of bad days. You guys soaked us up, just tears flowing everywhere. It's like that made me proud to be able to walk with those guys and go, you soak up this adulation for the work you did on parades you didn't get. You know, could right the wrong there, because, oh my God, I didn't pay for a drink for like a year and a half when I got out. I almost got mad. I'd walk into a bar and everybody just be lining them up. And I'm like, I can't drink this much. Just stop. Yeah. Shake my hand, but, you know, just stop. You know, enough is enough. But, you know, give the adulation to somebody else. You know, thank me for a bad day, but thank these guys, you know, because back then a lot of these World War II guys were still alive. I'm like, I had 4 bad days. They had 4 bad years without a day off.
Yeah, exactly.
Go thank these
Nick trying to talk to you here, Kyle. He says, can you see me? I'm not sure what he means by that.
Let me see if I can peek at the comments without trying to hang myself. Overnight Kyle, Nick Mo. No, I have CK. I have no idea what that means.
When you're mentioning Kyle, I don't think Nick realised Taffy Coins is also Kyle.
Yeah, that may be it, because it's not me. I don't know. I can't see people. Oh. Too many Kyles.
I can't see people when I close my eyes.
Just the inside of your eyelids.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, we ventured off on those metal things.
No, actually, but the beauty is we talk about everything here.
Tuffy coins. Yeah. Tuffy coins is also.
You could have seen me open up that box there yesterday. Here's this box I don't recognize that came from the show that we were doing. I open it up and I'm going, oh, this isn't mine. It had hockey or sports cards, I think soccer cards or whatever. They're being sold for $50 a packet. And there's $2,000 worth of them in this box. I'm going, wait a minute, this is not mine. So I called up the owner of the shop and I told him, hey, look, are you missing something? And ran it down to him. I'm like, wow. I had no idea that those cards were worth that much.
Some are.
So, you want a little bit of trivia?
Yeah, go for it. We've got treasure trove tonight. So, if anybody wants to donate anything who's not on the wheel,
absolutely put one in the chat.
The last one's on Thursday. I may be a little bit late on streams because the World Cup is on and there's 4 games tomorrow. So I'm contemplating whether to stream or not tomorrow. So and leave it. So that's what I'm looking at.
Well, if you don't stream tomorrow, I'll probably do a live stream anyway.
The times tomorrow is. Hang on a minute, wrong day. So let's go back. It finishes. By the time I can get on is 9:30, so I could probably do a stream at 9:30 tomorrow for community chat. Tomorrow is Argentina versus Saudi Arabia, Denmark versus Tunisia, Mexico versus Poland, and France versus Australia. And then the next day, on your day, Skipper, Belgium is playing Canada. So, and that's a game I don't want to miss.
I was just reading up the stream. Hi, Nick Molnar. Sorry, I wasn't reading the stream before.
Yeah, but... Nick will donate some postcards there, Dale.
Yeah, Nick likes hockey. One day, again, I'll dig out Wayne Gretzky's address, though I have to block out his street address.
And Friday, USA versus England.
Like I put in the thread right out the back, go easy on us. Oh, my goodness. They're tying Wales.
Well, you drew Wales today. 1 each. Scored a cracking goal.
The fact they got a draw in that, I'd be surprised. But that whole bracket, it's going to be England and Wales comes out of that.
Well, you drew Wales today. England won 6-2 today.
Everybody will beat Iran. You know, we drew Wales. You guys will knock the snot out of us. We won't make it out of the group.
I don't know. You beat us before by I think it was 94. Shirley Bassey missed the penalty and the goal split in half. So I don't know how that happened. And we wasn't even in the World Cup. And but we lost the qualification round because America beat us 1-0. And it was actually an ice hockey player who scored.
Okay. So you got the trivia this week, Skipper, or you need me to go grab a trivia thing?
Oh, I got it sitting right here.
See, Taffy Coin said he should have won that, but I believe America should have won that today. To be fair,
they got decent. America's got decent players, but still, they don't have better teams. They haven't had a great team in a long time.
You've had some great players out of America. You've had Tim Howard.
Yeah.
You've had he scored the longest goal in football history. When he played for Everton for years and years and years. You got, I mean, but your best player, your best outfield player, has definitely got to be Donovan.
Yeah.
Absolutely wonderful player.
I mean, there were great players. They just never had a cohesive team the way these other countries have a cohesive national team.
But the MLS now, they're building these beautiful stadiums, almost 100,000. Almost LA Galaxy has got nearly 100,000 seat stadium, and it fills out week in, week out without fail.
Well, that's just a place to be seen, but yeah.
Many years ago, I was playing soccer, football for you English guys, with the United Nations in Cyprus.
Excuse me.
And we were playing it. The Canadians were playing against the British, and we absolutely throttled them. It was one of the best games ever. And then the following day, we played the Finns. The one thing I can remember best is we couldn't get near the ball. These guys would hit the ball constantly. It was they were great, big, tall guys, and they would head the ball everywhere they went. Whereas all the British guys were short and easy to catch.
The thing is, right? The USA had a part-time team.
Yeah,
you know,
part-time
team. When you're going back to Canada, I mean, it's not your local sport. You know,
it's pretty big here. It's big here.
But when you, like what you did, you know, when you played against other players or whatever, teams, army guys, whatever, the football's a football match at the end of the day. And whoever wins, you know, I'm not really too fussed. I just like enjoying the game. I'll watch every single game of the World Cup, the Euros, the Champions League, and I binge watch the Premier League. I don't really interested in the Premier League. You know, my team's Liverpool. My family were diehard football fanatics, you know, where I really wasn't. I was forced to play football. You know, I was forced to go out and play in a team. I know, I hated it. I even managed a team that won. But again, I'm glad it was okay managing a team, running a team, because I didn't have to do any kicking football running around. Played in the school teams. It's a completely different thing when you're having a kick around. But Qatar's such a cool country because there's no alcohol, and now people can enjoy the games for what it is for the first time, you know, without any, because they're not going to have any trouble over there. But yeah, but going back to your question, what you just said earlier about soccer, football, do you know why it was called soccer?
Nope. Is he back? Is he sideways? There he
is. Yeah, I had to drop the link in for Taffy. He wants to come up.
Do you know why it's called soccer?
Why is it called soccer?
Because the reason why, say, the Americans and the Canadians call it soccer is because it's actually politically correct with the Football Association, and that's where the word soccer comes from. So, from the word association.
Ah.
So don't feel too bad when you say soccer, because that's what it is. The FA, Football Association.
I am kind of surprised soccer didn't take off here in the 70s, because when they launched the original team concept here with the New York Cosmos, I got to see Beckenbauer. I got to see Pele play with the New York Cosmos.
Oh, Beckenbauer. Yeah, absolutely amazing player. Hi. Hey, Taffy Coin, how's it going?
Hello.
So
I'd like to differ. We would have won the match if we weren't so shocking in the first half. We have the talent. We should have played Kiefer Moore earlier.
Before the match, everything was focused. I mean, you got Joe Allen, you got Richardson, you got you got Roberts. You got a great team, but they never interviewed anybody apart from that. Is why there's like a running joke. It's called Gareth Bale FC. He was good at Tottenham, and he was good at well, I wouldn't say he was brilliant at Real Madrid, but he was okay. You know, he wasn't outstanding from my point of view. And he went over to LA. He spent another year at Tottenham, and then he went over to LA Galaxy.
The problem is, when he was with Real Madrid, they hated him. They didn't give him the chance. So, but I'm not a massive football fan. Kirsty's the football. Kirsty will argue with you all day about football, and Santa, will cooperate with her when Kirsty's watching football in the background, and me and Santa are playing crib, and Kirsty is swearing like a sailor at the TV.
Yeah,
because she's so into it. I'm not. I like the internationals and stuff like that. I'll watch the Olympics, and I'll get into it then. But I'm not like a diehard supporter. As like obviously you're not a diehard supporter because you support Liverpool.
I agree with that.
I cheer for Tottenham United, much to the dismay of all my London friends.
I'll tell you why. I've got a genuine reason why I support the teams I do. Okay, I still over there in my collection. I still got the poster I pulled out from my Topps pack when I was 8 years old. My brother begged me to go and buy some football cards, and I didn't want to. And he goes, "I'll go on, Dad. I'll go and buy some football cards and see what you get." Now, bearing in mind it was the Division 1, you had the Division 2, Division 3, Division 4, then you had the non-league. Now it's the Premiership, okay? Back in, I think it was 92, they changed it to the Premiership. But anyway, regardless of that, I pulls out a Ray Clements goalkeeper for Liverpool. My brothers have been not forced, but sort of pondered down to support Liverpool. See, my brother above me was a Chelsea supporter. People don't think about that, but I know he was a Chelsea supporter because he had the Chelsea kit, he had the Chelsea duvet cover, he had the Chelsea pictures. Then for some reason, he decided to go Liverpool. I don't know what changed him, but that's what happened. But at least I pulled out, I goes, right, whatever card or thing I pull out of this pack is the team I'm going to support. So it could have been Ipswich, it could have been Stoke, it could have been Oldham, it could have been anybody. And I pulled out this 1 in 100 chance of a Ray Clements poster, and it was from Liverpool. And that is why I'm a Liverpool fan. And I've never deviated off ever since. And I think that's a true fan, whether it's bad, good, or they're going through a slump. No matter what manager they've had, what team that I've been supporting to them for all those years. So what's that?
Here we go. Here we go. Neil's up. This is what he wanted to show you.
Okay. Yeah, this is a 1985 die clip. Is it 1988? Yeah, MS62.
So 1981.
Oh, 1981, sorry. Philadelphia Rosie dime. Unfortunately, it's not silver, but that doesn't really matter. But it's got a die chip or a clip.
Just right on that corner there.
Yeah.
Yeah, those just don't come out of the mint like that.
Rose. Oh yeah,
no, that's a nickel.
That's Rosie dime. Jefferson nickel.
Jefferson nickel. Yeah.
And you got the Monticello at the back in Virginia, which is his home in Virginia. And how much did you pay for that? Yeah, not a dime. Sorry, I made a mistake. I meant nickel.
$23.
I think that was well paid for a MS-62, to be honest.
I always wondered about if I got my missing stamp on the back of that dime I got.
Right, that's all I wanted to show. Thanks for letting us up.
That was awesome.
Oh, no problem.
That was awesome.
So where did you find that? He stole it, says Johnny J. Yeah, so we got the dime. I'm sorry I made a mistake. I apologise. Yeah, Jefferson nickel, sorry.
You see, there goes Skip.
Whoa, it's happened again.
Yeah, he's got lights out.
And is Neil gone? Did Neil just pop in to show that off? And he's
yeah. He just wanted to shut up for a second.
And Kyle, I didn't catch it in the thread. Would you?
I'm here. It's just I have a power outage.
Oh my goodness, Kyle, would you be interested in having my Gulf War service medal?
I would very much. Thank you very much for the offer, but like I said, it's entirely up to you. I do appreciate the gesture, though.
No, I mean, would you like it? That's the whole question.
Oh, I would certainly. I'd love it in my collection. Thank you very much.
All right. Well, once I get this thing hammered out up in Canada with that World War I, I'm gonna try and get the family story and stuff, so you got some history on these medals, and then I'll throw that in there and be like, yeah, here you go. Here's a
awesome. Thank you very much. Is there anything you want off me? I can send you some stuff over if you want. I can have a look.
Smile. Can you smile? Well, see, that's all I need. You end up sending me something back one day, that's fine. But honestly, if you smile, when you open it up, smile. When you talk about it, smile. I'm good. Say, hey, I know the guy that this came from. I will. History. So. Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm big on.
The only thing is with like medals, you people that are in them. Please. The people sell their medals because, like, over time, just because they go through hard times and they have to, which is very, very sad in those occasions, and then you lose the story.
Yeah.
But it's the story that's the important part about the medals, not the actual medals.
Yeah. Yeah, I got that medal for not getting my ass shot off going into a few countries, so I can figure out a way to send you some photos. And
you got your COA in this video.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
I mean, like, I can cross paths with you on Instagram or something and send you photos from, like, when we crossed through the Kuwaiti oil fields and that we're burning and things like that, and be like, yep, that's what I got that medal for. So.
Don't like something.
I think he's got that, but I can send you.
Is the stream like going a bit?
You're clicking in and out a little bit.
Is it just me?
Taylor's staying on. I think you're jumping a little in and out, and Santa's jumping a little in and out, but me and Taylor's staying on.
What's happening is that when Santa's, because it's coming through Santa's connection, when he had his power outage, it's obviously reconnecting everything, so it's giving that jump.
Yeah. No, all right, because I thought it was my connection.
But yeah, Kyle, I'll send you some pictures or some, you could like print off some photos or whatever with it and say this is what it came from. And
well, thank you so much. It'll go in my box with my other stuff. It's like I've got my great uncle's medals as well from the Second World War. So when he passed away, I had his Burma Star, and then my cousin then had his defense medal as well. So it'll go with them. It's like
most of my medals are buried with old acquaintances who died in car crashes and stuff like that. But that one, which is my replacement one, but I still counts because my gold one, I gave away my gold leaf one so he could be buried with my friend, so his family could keep his originals, but my replacement would have the gold leaf on it. Figure, yep, and go to you, and you can say, hey, I know a guy that was there when this happened.
No.
We've got a backstory to the actual medal itself. There he is.
Well, I didn't think we'd end up with power outages up here.
Are you going through whiteouts up there, Skip?
No, there's no whiteouts going on. Actually, we've got pretty mild temperatures today. Just slightly above freezing.
Are you on emergency power?
No. I'm running this off of my phone because my computers haven't been running properly. But it's definitely the whole neighborhood's been blinking off and on. So
you should use Rudolph when your lights go out.
Yeah.
What do you think I haven't?
Definitely.
Read us some trivia there, handsome.
Just one quick question. Santa, was that Nick Monar with the card?
Yes.
Was it a hockey card?
I don't know.
Sports card. I couldn't. So it's just Nick Monar for tonight then, yeah?
Yeah, guess so.
So Nick is on the wheel.
Was it
It's still in the end of month thing, right? Come on, puppy, quit barking. Quit barking. I know there's other puppies.
So, for Thursday, the last player standing is Taffy Coins, John Jacobs, Kyle, Silver Knight Kyle, Lady Braven, EAC, Neil, Las Vegas, Silver T, Taffy Coins, your friend, and Nick Monar. Okay.
And that goes off what, in a couple of weeks or a week or two?
This Thursday.
This Thursday, okay. I'll try and make sure to catch that. And as I got 100 rupees put into that one and see where we can see that.
All right. Are we ready for this? We can do a dozen or so.
I'm always ready for trivia.
The missing poster for Santa. I'll show you. I'll show you the poster. This is going to be the poster boys of 2022. So get ready. This is what Santa should take around with him when he's handing out his business cards.
Come here. Come here, puppy. Come on. Come on.
I'm living life on the edge of the minute. Santa, can you see I've got all of the Christmas snacks out ready?
Yeah, I can see that. It's pretty tempting.
Don't tell the wife I've already dug into the Christmas snacks.
We won't tell your wife you've already had some.
That's right, Dad. She's in bed anyway. She's finished. She's finished with.
Oh, Ghost Nancy T. If you want to get in on it, it's called a pay it forward wheel, and he's just going to name off the people that are on the wheel at the moment. If you want on, you have to commit an item to get on the weekly wheel, and if you win on the weekly wheel, you go on to the end month. Oh, there you go again. That is a strange looking thing.
With the elf head.
He told me to take some Alfie tablets, and look what happened. My complexion blew up like a balloon.
Yeah, and Nancy, there's two people drawn each, or two people are win each day that we have the pay it forward wheel. So if only two people get on, those two automatically get on to the end month.
Yeah,
all you gotta do is commit something.
Remember, this could be going all over the world, so try and keep it small. If you want to do an answer, it's entirely up to you. But anything that is collectible, but I'll put your name down if you like. So we have Ghost Nancy T.
Yeah, a copper ounce does count.
It's usually best just to keep something that fits into like a normal, ordinary envelope. Just keep it cheap.
Yeah, cheap for mailing.
Especially when sometimes they go across the world. You don't want anything too heavy or hefty that's going to cost you a fortune.
Mm-hmm. So just put one in the chat and what it is that you're donating, get on the wheel.
What copper ounce?
I just did a $10,000 comic book trade out of London. The shipping on it was $600.
Wow.
I take it that's with insurance and everything, and
insurances and things, the weight and the insurances and all that stuff. So,
thank you, Neil.
Yeah. Oh, I should also mention before I start trivia, guys. Ghost Nancy T and Coin Around are doing a fundraiser for Toys for Tots, and I did a promotional video on my channel, and believe me, it's worth it. It's on the 4th and the 6th of December.
The U.S. Marines' favorite thing, Toys for Tots.
You better. 75 years now since they started that.
That was one of my favorite things, getting to do the Toys for Tots stuff.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad you're still enjoying this little one's brother.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So, what admiral stands over London's Trafalgar Square?
Nelson.
Lord Nelson.
What's his first name?
Horatio.
Horatio. Okay. What was Beaver Cleaver's first name?
Beaver.
No, it wasn't.
Beaver.
Beaver Cleaver. What was his real first name?
Jerry.
Beaver.
No, that's Jerry Mathers. That's the actor.
I used to know this front to back, and now I can't remember for the life of me.
James? Just throw random names out.
Nope.
What was his first name? I would say
if you name off Alvin, one of Alvin's brothers, you'll get it.
Alvin, Simon, Theodore.
Theodore, that's it. Theodore.
That's a chipmunk.
Yeah, that's a chipmunk, but that
Alvin, Simon, and
Theodore Cleaver was Beaver's last real first name. What Jewish holiday is the Day of Atonement?
Oh my God, how am I not going to get this? Yom Kippur.
Yep. Okay. Anyone that knows, okay, I have a feel. I'm giving you 10-second handicap. Kyle, for that, Kyle.
Which one?
What is a pyrotechnic display?
Oh, fireworks.
Oh, of course you'd know that. You're in England.
Yeah.
Yep. I tried to hold off for a few seconds there. I got it. Started to say pyrotechnic.
Who had to return his Olympic gold medals when it was learned he played semi-pro baseball?
Jim Thorpe.
Yeah.
He said that without even taking a breath. What arch can you see from the Place de la Concorde?
Arc de
Triomphe.
Yeah.
Mais oui.
Arc de Triomphe.
I have an original photograph from some doughboys walking underneath that in World War I. It's a pretty neat picture.
You have to be a certain age to remember this next question. Who awarded the Flying Fickle Finger of Fate?
The Fick of the Thumb.
The flying fickle finger of fate.
Who awarded the flying fickle finger of fate?
Oh, why am I brain farting this?
Oh, was that Von thing, the Red Baron?
You're as far off as you can get.
All right, okay.
Why do I want to say Captain Kangaroo?
I don't know.
Why? I can't get Captain Kangaroo out of my head. Oh, I noticed. I feel so stupid.
The announcer on Rowan Martin's.
That's right. Rowan and Martin's laughing.
Laughing, yeah.
I'm lost with that
I
one.
wasn't that far off, but a long way round.
Laughing. Sock it to me.
How many claws does a house cat have?
2.
No.
4, 8, 12.
24.
It's
If you
either
count
12 or 15.
Oh, do you mean the actual like
Oh
nails
no, it's
themselves?
20. They got 5. They got 5 on each. 20.
No, it's 16, isn't it?
No, it's 18.
Oh.
Oh, their back one only has 4. Okay, so it's 5 fronts, 4 backs.
I thought it was like a trick question, like because with some animals,
I was stuck in the middle between
their
4s and
back
5.
legs are classed as like feet, and they have
John Jacobs. John Jacobs declawed.
Declawed. None. 5. 159.
What former penal colony lies off the coast of French Guiana?
Papillon got away from there.
Yep. But what's it called?
Well, I know. I'm trying to clue them into it. I didn't just want to blurt it out. I want
Okay.
to see. I mean, it's a big movie.
I'm lost.
You're not familiar with Papillon?
I'm trying to remember. The actor was that
McQueen?
Yeah, Steve McQueen was in that. That's right. No, it was definitely not St. Helena.
No, it's the probably second most famous, at least out of the States, name wise. It's second most famous.
I don't know,
like Monte Cristo or Alcatraz.
Yeah, the only one I know of, but I'm not sure if it's French colony one, but is Fort Boyard, which was actually a floating prison. But it's an island. But that's the one I can think of. That was also a prison. But
hello, lightning.
Lightning? You're having thunder snow?
Yes, you little baby.
Oh, it's a cat. I thought you were talking about having thunder snow.
No. I got my puppy dog going here to say, I want attention. Go lie down.
All right, read these comments. See if anybody's got it yet.
I don't see anyone there. I was thinking Napoleon, a leopard. It was Devil's Island.
Didn't somebody have that? I thought somebody had that in there.
No, I didn't see it there.
Look again. I thought somebody had that.
Nope.
Oh, no. Oh, declawed. I scrolled by real quick and thought that when he said declawed, you'd had it. But I blurred right past it. Papillon.
That's the one I was thinking of.
What U.S. Oh, yeah, okay. I've seen that one before.
I have an unfair advantage here, too. I might hold my tongue.
What U.S. president's news conferences were called the best matinee in town?
Ronald Reagan.
Earlier. Way earlier.
Mind you, Ronald Reagan was very entertaining to watch.
Yeah, but he didn't have fireside chats. That's about
No, that's right.
I'm not going to give any more.
I'm going to say John F. Kennedy then. That's my last one. I don't know.
Go even further back than that. Go back all more.
Is it like one of the early ones, like Abe Lincoln or something like that?
There wasn't radio when Lincoln was alive.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
The heyday of radio in the 30s and early 40s.
It's got to be Field and Rosedale.
Except you're thinking of radio. This is you got to think later on. It's the news conference. The news conferences, not the fireside chats.
Oh, I thought you were talking about fireside chats.
Yeah, no, it was the news conferences were called the best matinee in town.
Oh, well, that's Tricky Dick.
No.
No.
No, he was right. It was JFK.
It was JFK. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they all had their unique things going on. FDR had his. Actually, I think he's the one that really got it kick started.
Yeah.
Okay, all you cooks out there, what herb is most often used as a garnish?
Parsley. We just talked about that.
That's right.
Because he had parsley with his pizza bagels or whatever those things were.
What's the largest Japanese island?
Oh.
Can you repeat the question again? Sorry.
What's the largest Japanese island?
Japan.
Nippon.
No, not seeing anything in chat.
I'm just trying to think from north to south, so I reckon it's going to be the South Islands.
Nippon is Japan. Nippon is just Japan in Japanese.
Oh.
Nippon is just Japan in Japanese. And Okinawa is a prefecture, so that one doesn't count. So
I'll give you a hint. Starts with an H.
Honshu?
That's it.
Honshu.
JJ had that as well, Honshu.
Who was Ronald Reagan's first wife?
Oh.
Well, obviously it's not Nancy then.
Jane,
no.
Something or other. I almost said Mansfield, but it ain't Mansfield. Jane.
He's married 3 times.
Jane something. Wasn't Arden. I don't know. Her first name was Jane.
And she was an actress.
Yeah.
Nothing coming up.
Never was a Reagan fan, but
Jane Wyman.
Wyman, not Arden Wyman. Yeah.
Who was known as the Yankee Clipper?
DiMaggio.
Joe DiMaggio. What's the highest mountain in Africa?
Kilimanjaro.
These guys are going like, I didn't even get a chance. Okay.
Well, I was going to say Kilimanjaro. But I'm trying to think where Kilimanjaro is in Africa.
Why is it in Africa?
No, where?
East Central.
Yeah.
I'll say something like, I don't know. I can't. They're saying Kenya. I wasn't even going to say Kenya, but
was it like Ethiopia or something like that?
Several countries. Is that part of the question? Where is it?
No.
I just can't remember where it is. In which country in Africa?
Ethiopia.
Oh, it was. I thought it was.
There's a chunk of it. It's them mountain ranges. You can't say where they're from. Even they may call the apex. It's like calling the Himalayas being in Nepal because Everest is in Nepal, but it covers 3 countries. Like Kilimanjaro is so big, and it's not central. I don't think it's centralized, but it's either in Zaire. I don't know. Somebody look it up. I'm brain farting again. I'm sitting out in my garage with house slippers, no socks on. It's freezing out. petting a dog, chain smoking. I'm surprised my brain's even working right now.
What cowboy star had a horse by the name of Trigger, and they used to sing
Roy
"Happy
Rogers.
Trails to You"?
What?
Happy Trails to You.
Well, that was Roy Rogers saying "Happy Trails," but
That's it.
Trigger. Roy
Rogers, the cowboy.
And who was Roy Rogers' second wife?
Dale Evans.
Sorry, I'm partial. Ooh, that's nasty. Where is the Yucatan Peninsula?
You asked this the other day, too. I want to say Colombia, but Colombia was the copy question. It's in South America, right?
Is it Venezuela? Did you say Venezuela? Not Peru, was it?
No.
Is
Peru?
it Peru or Brazil?
Nope, you're a little too far south. It's actually Mexico.
Mexico. Right, okay.
I had South America stuck in my head.
What was Tonto's horse's name? Says JJ.
What was what?
What was Tonto's horse's name?
Oh, I have comic books about that upstairs.
Oh, I can't remember that one.
He's a
I can't remember, and I got old cards. I got sealed Lone Ranger cards.
What Roman emperor made his horse a senator?
Oh, that was
Nero.
No, his actual real name. It was
Claudius.
It was actually in English. It'd be called Little Boots. Oh God, his name. Oh God, hang on.
Was it Caligula or something like that?
Yeah, it is
yeah.
Caligula,
which means Little Boots. Yeah.
I'm too young to know that.
Guys, I'm running out of steam here. Thank you, everybody. Freaking whatever's cutting down my power. How many do we have for the pay it forward wheel?
We have 2 straight on.
Well, guess what? We got 2 on then.
So
anybody give them another 30 seconds to see who's going to join?
If you want to.
Okay, I'm going to give them 30 seconds, and you can join the pay it forward wheel.
Are you free for some crib after?
I do have a video conference that I have to go to first, but I'll see if there's nobody there. Then yeah.
Okay, no problem.
Silver.
Kyle, are you on Instagram?
Yes.
Okay, under Taffy.
Yes, under Taffy Coins. If you find me on there, then just drop me a message.
Alrighty, there's no takers. Nope. So those 2 go onto the wheel. Awesome.
All done till Thursday now. So remember, if you do win, it's your responsible to gain the information you need for collecting your winnings. We don't give out information. And I need to get hold of Ransby Far Away because he's asking for information for people that won last month, so he hasn't got the information. So
yeah, he's actually the one that sent me the package that ended up going back.
Yeah. John Jacobs won last month, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think so. Yeah.
So anyway, guys, that's it for today. Thank you for coming out.
Thanks.
We've got a long list of folks that came in here.
Brewers prospecting. I will be streaming about half hour later tomorrow. By the way, guys. So anyway, good luck to everybody on Thursday. If I don't see you tomorrow or Wednesday, but obviously Santa's hopefully going to be here. You're off soon, aren't you?
Well, yeah, I've got a few things coming up. I've got the 27th, the 6th of December. I'm also away. 7th of December.
Stream anyway overall. So,
but I gave you a list. I sent you the list of my days where I'm actually working.
So it's all going to be good fun.
Oh yeah.
And I won't be doing Battle Chat probably now. We know what we're doing on Battle Chat now, so there will be prizes to be won on that. So and remember, it's just for fun, guys. It's not about who's the best, who's the big and baddest. It's just a bit of fun, win a prize. It's for Christmas time, obviously, and hopefully get our streams working properly without power outages and StreamYard's messing up. So anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And good luck. Whatever your team is in the World Cup, have fun, enjoy it. And
you bet, guys. Have a great day.
See you in the next one. Take care, Kyle. I'll do your mail call tomorrow, brother. Thank you.
Bye.
Kyle, look after you.